Hello and welcome back to Deus Machina Demonbane. Demonbane has vanished within a raging inferno. Dr. West's victorious laughter and the sound of his guitar echo through the burning Arkham City. Now you see! The strongest is this Super West Invincible Robot Type 28 Special. For I, the great genius Dr. West, am its creator! His guitar play heats up as though declaring his victory, and finally the smoke enveloping Demonbane begins to clear. And as visibly increases, there stands a thinning smoke, a giant form. What? Dr. West can clearly see it through the smoke. A great shape, rising valiantly against a backdrop of flame. A giant of steel, emanating an overwhelming presence. What? Bathed in crimson flame and washed in silver moonlight, it stands solidly, completely unharmed. Demonbane, the weapon made to resist the Black Lodge. Damn, not a scratch. I'm liking you more and more, Demonbane. Alright, now it's our turn, Kuru. Got it. No, wait, I don't even know how to control this thing. Oh, just think some words of power, I'll translate them here. Damn it, what the hell? Fine, I get it. Go with the flow, let's do this. Punch that guy's teeth through the back of his head, Demonbane. Were those words of power? Ah, actual bona fide anime segments. Nice. Yes, that is definitely bona fide anime. Did its arm just turn into a giant gun? Subtle. Really, really subtle. Nuke like half the city, because that's what it looked like. Bloody shut up. I love how smugly it's just kind of standing there on top of the building. What power! It's like that of a Deus Machina. Metatron and Salvifon clearly saw the moment that Demonbane annihilated the Destroyer robot, and they are unable to keep from trembling at the terrible sight. A voice echoes deep inside Sandafon's head, pushing away his shock. A young man's voice, cold and clear, and there is no mistaking it, for Sandafon knows this voice well. It would appear that the Doctor has been defeated. Sandafon, withdraw. Grandmaster, but Metatron is still... That's an order! He leaves no room for questions, and Sandafon nods reluctantly. Understood, Metatron. I'll kill you later! With a glance at the White Angel, Sandaflon flies away, flying a path through the sky darker than the night. And Metatron does not follow. As though possessed, she continues to stare down at Demonbane, standing before the flames of oblivion. Demonbane. To think that it was this powerful. No, only such a monster can fight the Black Lodge on equal footing. Is that what you want to say, Hadu Kazuku? All I can do is stare blankly at the destruction. My heart is numb, my head in chaos, unable to come to terms with the reality before my eyes. Well, pretty good for a first time, no, Kuru? The Inhuman girl speaks as though nothing is unusual, and I'm unable to answer. I just stand there, with a completely dumbfounded expression on my mouth, hanging wide open. I mean, this is no fucking joke. What the hell is this robot? This thing is way more dangerous than even Black Lodge's robots. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? This god of destruction. No, this is too much. Later I'll come to realise that everything was decided here, meeting Al-Azif. finding Demonbane underground. Just like she said, it was all fate leading down the path of battle. At the end of this path is the immense conflict that will decide the fate of Arkham City. No, the fate of the Earth, maybe even of the entire universe. But right now, I still don't know anything. The young man has watched over it all. 1,000 meters above Arkham City, with the moon at his back, he floats in the night sky. He's buffeted by strong winds, his long golden hair shining in the moonlight as it flutters wildly. But he sways not at all. His smile is like a tear, his face cold and dreadful, his eyes golden, but possessed not a particle of light. Those dark eyes look down at the crater now gouged out of the city. The young man's name is Master Theron, and he is the great sorcerer who controls the Black Lodge. So, it is the same this time as I thought. Indeed, all within the circle of fate. Come then, let us dance as those abominable flutes play their insane rondo. The heroine is you, Azif. This is B Block. We've rescued about 80% of the wounded. This is D Block, requesting assistance clearing debris. They need more people managing traffic. Someone go help them. Man, I'm tired. What a pain in the ass. Why's it gotta be me? Inspector Ness, you're the officer in charge here. Please try and act like it. Yeah, I know, but they sure did make a mess this time. Take more than all night to clear this up. No one expected two giant robots to start battling in the middle of the city. Dude, you're in something that's heavily inspired by anime and manga. Why wouldn't you expect two giant robots to start fighting each other in the middle of the city? That's what giant robots do! Are the terrorists fighting each other now? To think that an organization other than Black Lodge has the technology to build such things. I wonder. Black Lodge's destroyer robots are one thing. The problem is that other one, the humanoid one, that was... What the hell was that power? Who would think to build something like that? If that robot started going berserk, maybe the military wouldn't be able to stop it. Azif. The ultimate grimoire, created by Abdul al-Hazard. This text, in which is recorded all manner of things concerning the otherworldly gods, has a soul and can take human form. The giant robot, built by Hadu Kazu, founder of the Hadu Financial Group, in order to fight against the Black Lodge. The magic devices are incorporated into its systems, and it cannot operate without a grimoire and a sorcerer. Its power is greater than that of any army. Daiju Kuru. The young man fate has chosen to acquire both Al-Azif and the Demonbane. Is this the will of a god, or the plot of a demon? The answer to this question still sleeps within him. Come, the time is ripe. Daiju Kuru, this is where your story begins. Daiju Kuru, you shall charge forward without fear, and destroy all evil in your path, bringing smiles to the faces of those you love, and shining the light of justice on otherworldly darkness. Daiju Kuru, we are waiting for you to awaken. Chapter 2, The Omen. This is the worst disaster of my life. A request to find a grimoire leads to me being chased by Black Lodge, then the grimoire turns out to be a smart-ass little girl who forces me to becoming her master, then I end up doing battle in a giant robot. Oh, it's all too much. Daiju Kuru was living the peaceful life of a good-hearted private investigator. Oh, where did it all go so wrong? Must God test his loyal servant so? Oh, whatever the case. Now then, Mr. Daiju Kuru, would you mind explaining this? And the worst disaster of my life continues. Demonbane has been secured. Bring it in. Start up the toy reanimator system. I'll start running checks. Roger! After defeating the destroyer robot, we followed that butler's directions and fell back into the ruined district. There we were surprised to meet an enormous retrieval shaft, apparently one of many set up all over Arkham City. The lift carried Demonbane far, far underground, and eventually it brought us back to the original hangar. Waiting for us there were the butler and a very angry-looking princess. Still, I suppose I can't really blame her. And now I'll be given the 3rd degree. So what should I do? So, that voice was you, Mr. Daiju. But why? Why were you inside Demonbane? How were you able to move it? Who is that girl? I don't understand any of this. Don't ask me all at once. To tell the truth, I don't get much of it either. How should I put this? Oh, right. I pick up Azif by the collar and present her to the Haidu princess. Here's what you ordered. Yeah? Silence. I don't know what to say. Could it be that I'm being made a fool of? And beneath her smile I can feel an intense aura of half-mad anger. Oh shit. No, I'm dead serious. This is a grimoire. Indeed I am. No need to pay respects, be at ease. Silence. Oh, how terrible. Winfield, it seems that Mr. Daiju has suffered a major head injury. Go fetch a doctor. Oh, it was so much easier if I really had just gone nuts. Enough! You act awfully self-important for a mere human girl. Behold! Azif must have reached the limit of her patience as she started yelling. The right half of Azif's body suddenly dissolves into countless pages that spiral in the air around us. Even as the princess and her butler are surprised by the violent storm of pages, seemingly pleased with the princess's little yelp, Azif, a proud smile spreads over the remaining half of her face. I am the ultimate grimoire, Azif. It may be impossible for a pitiful, small-minded girl like you to understand, but not all grimoires need take the shape of books. A grimoire as great as I has life, and can create a body to contain her soul. Now don't try to apply your meagre understanding to me. I found it exceedingly displeasing. The pages are drawn into Azif's body, returning to her original shape. The princess had been frightened at first, now faced with Azif's arrogant attitude, her anger explodes. She draws near to Azif and glares at her menacingly. You keep saying girl. Just which one of us is the girl? That's what I mean by small-minded and ignorant. You judge everything by its appearance. I have lived for over 1,000 years. You, who have lived not 20, are naught but a girl to me. You! The fact of Demonbane's activation supports her claim. Mr. Daiju, would you mind telling us the whole story? The butler steps in, trying to defuse the situation. Good job, man. Alright, anyway, I'll go in order. I tell the whole story from the beginning. Meeting Al, a battle with the Black Lodge, and then our accidental finding of Demonbane. I see. So you, Mr. Daiju, are her master? Yes. Kiryu's magic wavelength meshes well with mine. He's still a novice as a sorcerer, but I've taken a liking to him. Like I keep saying, I never agreed to that. Oh, that's right, I have a question. That robot, it's called Demonbane, right? Which means... The butler nods in reply to my question. That is correct. It is the weapon developed by the Old Master for use against Black Lodge. It is the strongest robot, built with all of Haidu Group's knowledge and power. I knew it. The strongest. And it definitely is that. Strong enough to easily overpower a Black Lodge destroyer robot. A robot with such destructive power. But just thinking about it gives me the shivers. Indeed, it is well made for an imitation. I will use Demonbane as my Deus Machina. You may consider this an honour. Oh damn, she just had to butt in when things were calming down. And of course the princess explodes again. Who are you to decide that? Demonbane was left to me by grandfather. I won't hand it over to a witch like you. Oh? And what do you intend to do with it? You're just going to leave it here to gather dust? Absurd. Demonbane was created to do battle. Of course it desires the greatest grimoire as its partner. Understand? Demonbane is not your toy. What are you saying? Look at the damage your fighting did to it. Getting Demonbane destroyed won't do any good. It's not my fault the battle went poorly. It's Kiro's responsibility as pilot. You're trying to pin this on me? Now I'm the target. The princess glares at me with eyes that could kill. Right, before she has a chance to kill us with her sinister looks, I think that's a decent point to end this part. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.